from Santa Clara. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Ready, break.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
38.
And Lance now to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now it's Stafford. they'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Aaron Donald with a sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now Lance on the bootleg. On the move to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
Lance now on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 27 yards. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. It got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp. Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Lance now on first down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They find some open field here. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Gould for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Now a first down throw. Stafford to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. A give up the middle to Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Play action. Stafford. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start.
Bro, I'm not doing these dumb. I don't know why they dancing, bro. I'm losing. I hate when they do that shit. You know, that shit goofy. Anyway, I was just saying that, man.
They'll run here with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get it next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the...
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Black walk. Yellow. Go.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Ready. Press 52. Ready.
Desperation time here. Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. 29 yards. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Here we go. Here we go.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Lance. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lance back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Lance looking to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Rams have just about sewn up this.
Man, it was a tough game, G. Good one, dog.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
On 1st down, it'll start out with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3.
Nigga, is you high?
2nd down and 7. They'll go again here with Akers. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A fun, close ball game comes to an end.
Woo! Baby, baby! Baby, baby! Woo! Baby, baby! Woo! Baby, baby! Come on, check it out, baby, baby! Woo! Baby, baby! What about the Eagle? What about the Angel? Woo! Baby, baby! What about the Ram? Woo! Baby, baby! Baby, baby! Woo! Baby, baby! Baby, baby! Ooh, baby, baby! Ha! Pop the Ram! Ow! boy, them boys showed up today. See what we got here, baby. Oh man, that was like let him up. Yeah. Cooper Cup. Boy, he did that right there, my guy. Tackle for loss, interception yards, walking deflections. TDs, peanut butter jelly. Man, take that to the house, baby. Who got them sacks like that? In the Florida area, Donald, baby. Oh my gosh, with the pressure. But tackles for loss we got here. 3-3, baby. Alright. We just played, dog. Straight played them. You know what I'm saying? Played them. Let's see what happened here. We got back there.
It's very common only in America. I hear this. I was raised as whatever, Catholic or Baptist or Christian or Muslim or whatever else. I was raised. See, you must raise cattle, sheep. You don't raise human beings. You have to cultivate the human being. You have to give space and give support, love and support, so that a human being grows, because every human being is capable of a unique possibility. Raising means what a flock is what you raise. You don't raise an individual, isn't it? It's very interesting. So, for this, we need to come to a certain level of maturity within ourselves. The most fundamental thing is, our children need not look like us, need not think like us, need not act like us, need not be us in any way. A child is not a legacy. It's a life. And it's an individual life. It has to be what it has to be. Well, if I do not influence, right now the fear is, if I do not influence, somebody on the street will influence the child. On the social media, they will influence the child. So to cultivate the child so that they know that the intrinsic intelligence and being human is more important than being influenced by this or that. It doesn't matter what it is. Whether it's parentage, or it's a priest, or it's a guru, or it's a pandit, it doesn't matter who. Influence is not important. What is important is the intrinsic intelligence finding its full potential.
And do you think as we grow up in a modern context that we can avoid adopting those beliefs? You talked one time, I thought this was so interesting, about how every time you get a belief, it's like a conclusion. Every conclusion is a death unto itself, and it's like shutting a door on something.
Yes, otherwise, see, you just see, you look at your own picture when you're 5 years old, this is like this. So, what is it? You're dying in installments. The more conclusions you make, the less alive you become. This is all that's happened to you. They call this knowledge. This is not knowledge. This is just conclusions that you're drawing about everything. See, with all this scientific exploration, the fact is that even today, we do not know one single atom in its entirety. We know how to use them. We know how to use everything on this planet, but we don't know a damn thing about anything. Over 90% or 99% of an atom is empty. We don't know what the emptiness contains. Over 99% of the cosmos is empty. We don't know what that is. So, this is like, I give you a 1,000,000-piece jigsaw, but you found, in your hands, you have only 3 of them. With these 3, you make a picture, and you're euphoric that you made a picture. But I'm sorry, 1,000,000 pieces to this. Has anybody gathered all the pieces? Don't make a picture. Well, I'm sorry. Fun. In your hands. So, this is like, I give you a 1,000,000-piece jigsaw, but you found, in your hands, you have only 3 of them. With these 3, you make a picture, and you're euphoric that you made a picture. Well, I'm sorry. 1,000,000 pieces. Has anybody gathered all the pieces? Don't make a picture.
We've talked about the only way to really make change is to turn inward. As we look inward, turn inward, go inward, what are we
Man, this kick return was crazy.
Right now, what are the instruments of your experience? You know you're here only because you can see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. It's the only way you know that you're here right now. Suppose you doze off, don't. Suppose you doze off. You don't know that you're here. Listen to me. Even though you're here, your heart is beating, everything is functioning, the world is on, we are all here, but you won't know that you're here, nor will you know that I'm here or anybody else is here. So all that's happened is, life is on, full on, even within you. Only thing is, these 5 sensory organs have shut down. So your entire experience of life right now is happening because you can see, hear, smell, taste and touch. Just look at the nature of the sensory organs. In the very nature, they are outward bound. Listen. Can you roll your eyeballs inward and scan yourself? Is it? So I give you a bad example. Our nose is located right above our mouth. Suppose you don't brush your teeth for 2 days. Though this nose is right here, it won't tell you you have not brushed your teeth. The whole room will know you have not brushed your teeth, but you will not know. This is the human predicament. It's very easy to see what's wrong with this guy, what's wrong with her, what's wrong with her. So Larry takes a lot of observation to see what's wrong with this. That level of keenness of observation is missing in most people. They have to cultivate that.
And so it's tempting to, reading your book and hearing your story, it's tempting to say, oh, this is how he cultivated that, whether it's sitting in the tree that was swaying and then doing swaying meditation. Is that actually how you cultivated it, or is there something else? Because somebody watching right now, they want to be able to begin to access this. And if it's a simple letting go of belief and dogma, or if it's awareness of the self.
Letting go of belief and dogma is not simple. It's not simple. People are who they are only because of what they believe and what they have held like that. Because without this, they don't know where they belong. To live here without belonging to anything, but still involved with everything. It's a lot. Most people belong, but they're not involved. It is like